All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to House Edge Live. It's John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. Let's get after it. I think my door's open. Heard a little bit of an echo there, and when I hear the echo, I know. Yeah, let's get after it, huh? We had, let's see, the one-win challenge. Let's go. Hopefully, today goes as good as yesterday, but kind of I don't want it to a little bit. Like, Skill says he didn't catch the show. Yeah, I won yesterday. It was actually kind of an easy one. And once again, my stupid video thing is acting funny again. Like I set it and then it zooms out and it zooms. I don't know what the hell is going on. Anyway, there it goes. Zoom in like you're supposed to. We did win yesterday. We won, I would say too easily yesterday. If I had to use a word to describe it, it was too easy, but that's okay. What I'd like to do is have it lose a little bit. Right, and because I really want to test out two things, right? The strategies, of course, and then the discipline. I think there's both of it. So let's get after it, huh? Let's talk about what we're going to do here. And of course, when we talk about the bridge, I love days like this or weeks like this, and I'm going to do this for a couple of weeks in a row. I think it's a fun challenge. Being able to lean into some of these bridge concepts, right? The bridge, bankroll, risk, identifying opportunity, discipline, goals, and emotions, right? That's the core of the bridge. Those things are the differentiators, right? They make a bad gambler into an okay gambler, maybe a good gambler, right? There's no such thing, I think, as a great gambler or whatever, right? But like, you can suck at it by not understanding what your bankroll is capable of, or not understanding how to use your bankroll as leverage or how it handles loss, right? By not having a strategy that can actually win and maybe can recover well, right? I hope we get into some losses today so I can show that these strategies I'm choosing to play can or maybe cannot recover well. And I'm going to talk about recovery. Hopefully I get a chance to talk about it today. I want to lose one so we can talk through it, okay? This whole thing takes discipline. Yesterday, the winning factor was luck, and I'll when I get to the strategy skill, I'll show you what I mean by that. We got super lucky yesterday. Today, hopefully, we get a little bit unlucky to start, and then we play our way through it. That's what I want to see, right? But we have a strict goal. Today's goal is a 1-unit win. It's one green chip. That's it. 1 unit. Looking to win 1 unit and stop for a shooter, and it takes discipline to do it, frankly. And I'll be honest with you, discipline isn't always fun, right? Like, that's the thing that I think people forget. You can claim discipline all you want to, right? It's not fun to sit here and win 1 unit and then watch a shooter go for 17 rolls and not bet. That's not fun, right? Now, remember, if you're in a casino, you're probably walking away. You're not watching that, but that's the point of this thing, is to see if we can make it happen. All right, let's go to it. Let's go to it. Dr. S, you're so consistent. Never go without a ladder. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Because not everybody can afford a ladder unless you're playing bubble, right? If you believe in what Dr. S preaches here, and Waylon to some extent preaches this too, and you don't have the bankroll for it, you can't play that way unless you go to bubble. Your bankroll has to dictate sometimes not just what you play, but where you play. If you want to play a negative progression and you don't have the paper to back it up, you got to go someplace smaller. You got to be smart about that stuff, right? If you're $500 is your bankroll and you want to do some kind of a ladder system, you just can't do it at a real table at a $10, $15 minimum. You're going to run out of money too fast. You got to go down to bubble craps and be satisfied, right? At $500, winning 10, 15, $20 as your session. You got to like understand what your bankroll can do for you. And that's, I think, where a lot of people just get it wrong, right? They get it wrong. And the bankroll is the thing that people just, they watch YouTube channels and they see what's possible, but they don't have the ability to make it happen. You follow me? You got to make sure you can make it happen where you're playing. And if not, you got to play in the right spot. All right. Let's see, the CTC, it's available on my site. I don't know when they're going to put up on their site. I'll talk to David. David and Dennis are still out, by the way. They're still out on their cross-country trip, so I don't know when they're back. We'll figure it out then. So, Dr. Assistant, save up and get a ladder, right? But you're right, tools aren't cheap. You need to, and I understand. You gotta have the proper tools. And again, if you don't have the money for a ladder, cool. we show you all the other ways to play. There's other ways to grind it out without a ladder. There are ways to do this, but it takes a lot of luck. It really does. And again, that's how we won yesterday. We won yesterday with luck. So anyway, coming up, Crash to the Cure, my birthday weekend in Vegas. I've got my tickets. I've got my room. I've got one guest scheduled. We've got things to fundraise for. It's going to be fantastic. And then my next thing after that, besides, I know the Big AZ thing is full. I know that Casino Tiers is full. My next thing after that will be the Dice Cruise. And I'm doing the one in February, not the one in October. I can't afford to go, cruise in July, Vegas September, cruise in October. I just can't do it. It's too much. And I'm working on the app with Casino Quest. I can't take that kind of time off. So we'll see you out there in February. All right, let's get to it. So today we're going to continue on this one win challenge series from Ken. The way that the series works, it's simple. We're going to play, he calls it your fabulous five. I've got a lot of ways to play, right? I don't have like Wayland numbers, like thousands, but I have lots of ways that I play. A good couple handfuls of them. And the contention here is, can you, number one, do you have the discipline to walk when you're up? Do you have the discipline to walk when you're up? I contend, I always have, that the difference between the person who just gives it all back and the person who walks away winner most of the time is this ability to show discipline, and when you're up, leave. Most of us, I would say upper 90% of us, are ahead 90% or more of the time. At some point in your session, you're up. The question is, do you have what it takes here to walk out of there when you're up? This challenge is all about that on primary. The secondary thing is, do the strategies you play support that? Can you play in a way that can usually win a unit reliably so you can walk when you're up a unit, right? So we're going to test these 5 this week: the Headless Horseman, the Skill 66, the Duck and Cover, the Pass Line Parlay, and the Dallas Drawdown. Now, yesterday, they all won on the first shooter. It was no big deal. Yesterday, they all just won out of the gate. The Skill 66 never even got to play, right? Which is okay. What you're going to find out, I think, is something that I think nobody has ever said. Maybe I'm the first person to ever say this, but every single strategy you play, the Horseman, the 66, the Duck and Cover, the Parlay, the Drawdown, the Red Cross, the 5-5-5 Don't, the Double Tap, the Pineapple Press, the One Hit, all of those strategies, every single one of them is not a win strategy, if you think about it, right? Not a way to win. They're all ways to recover. So I want you to think about this, right? If we get lucky today and the Skill 66 wins one inside bet and we're done, right? The Skill 66 didn't win the money, right? The bets that are out there won the money. If we lose in the skill, if we PSO and lose the 110, now the Skill 66 becomes, can it recover the loss and still show a profit? The strategy is more about recovering loss and getting you set up than it is to win on its own, especially when you're looking at a 1 unit thing. So we're going to play these 5 this week. I'm going to play these 5 next week. Okay. In no particular order. I've got some grinders. I've got some home run hitters. I've got, varying ways of play. Okay. I may in future weeks come back and do it with blackjack, with baccarat, with roulette, right? The win one and walk away, right, is an interesting thing to do. So we're going to try it out. Here we go. I'm going to change my camera view. We're going to get down here and do this. And I got to move my mouse and my keyboard out the way. Let's get that up in here. Let's get this thing straightened out for you so you can see it all. And that's good enough. Here we go. Puck is going to be off. I'm going to bring out the chip rack here. I'm not going to use the prop area so we can bet from here. Every strategy I'm going to buy in for a little bit different to support the strategy. So it'll take me a second to get the rack reset every time. The first one we're going to play is the Headless Horseman. Okay. I've got 5 bullets, right? 5 bullets at it. Each one is 5 units. So there's 125, 125, 120. That's 625 is what's here, right? It's going to be a 2-unit don't pass and then 3 come bet. That's going to be what we're going to do. And again, we're looking to win 1 unit back. So I'm going to move my shooter to the front of the rack like I do. And this is how the casino plays for me too, right? Right. that shooter's chips in the front. When we're done with the shooter, we see where we are. I should hopefully have more than 5 chips when this shooter is over, okay? Yesterday's win, $125, right? We're looking to win $25 per shooter. So we got our 125. We have excess of $16, okay? Ken has envelopes. This is our daily paycheck. This is our growing excess. We have our envelopes are here and here, right? I'll keep it in front of you. This is our, so far for the week, we've won 125 plus a little bit of juice. Okay, here we go. Let's get it on. We're gonna come out. And again, I'm using I couldn't find my what do you call it? My bubble craps thing. I'll have to keep looking for it. I have like 3 boxes of stuff and 2 duffel bags with all the crap out of my craps room that's out there in the other main area. Anyway, I got to go digging. So we're gonna use these. You can see them. They are hello Yahtzee dice. They're just little tiny cute round things. They're random enough. All right, let's get out. And like yesterday, we lost. Right, we had an 11, lose our first bet. So we do the FU bet. Right, we put them all out there. So right away, the horseman's going to work from behind. Right, we catch a 3 on the second roll. Right, 1, 2, 3. So we lost 2 on the first one. We win 3 on the second one, and guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our bullet back. And there's our 1 unit in profit. So today, we're good. Strategy number 1 wins. Now again, the horseman didn't get a chance to play. We didn't do the whole thing yet. Both days we won on the come out, essentially, right? I think yesterday we PSO'd or something. So whatever, man, it's fine. It worked. It sets you up for success, and you're done. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a rougher time. All right, that's strategy 1. Next, we're doing the skill 66. Now I'm going to do this strategy at the 110 level. So give me a second here. Actually, we can probably keep it the same. We'll keep it at 125 per shooter. It's really 120 per shooter that I'm going to need here, and I'll show you why. We're going to come out here. We'll put our 5 units out front. Again, we're looking to win 1 quarter. 5, 6, 8, 9. I'm going to make this one look like reds. The bank we go. We're going to cap those off. Okay, I'm going to need $10. Well, I guess I won't. If we have to recover, I'll need $10. But as it is right now, we're looking to get our 125 back in the rack. We're going to catch a point. We got a point of 6. There she is. Now, again, the skill 66 starts out in an inside play. We're going to inside. We're going to take a hit. We're going to press them all up. We're going to take a hit and come back down. Now, if we happen to hit the first one and win our $35, we are done. The skill 66 does not have to keep playing if it wins a unit. It starts out as an inside play. The 66 itself becomes either recovery plan or it becomes go forward plan. Here we go. Let's just sketch anything but a you-know-what here, and we're going to be okay. There's a hard 4. Doesn't matter. We're not on it. There's a 5. Okay, the 5 pays $35. And now we're done. We're going to take this out. We're going to take our money back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our 5 units back in the rack. We have a profit of $35. I'm going to color that up. Shooter number 2 wins $35. And again, the strategy didn't have to play. It gets you set up and it worked out. Let's get let's let this guy finish up. We'll let again, part of the discipline is letting the shooter finish shooting. There's an 8, 8, another 3 8s in a row, by the way. 11, 3, 3. Look at the Yahtzee dice. There's your 7 out. That shooter's done. All right, that was the skill 66. No big deal. If it wins, it wins. Now here we go with another 110 inside strategy called duck and cover. It's the same setup, right? $110 inside. There's your 5, right? Boom, boom. Now, we do have the 15 change. That's fine. We're looking to, again, get an inside hit here if we can. If it works on the first roll, fantastic. If it doesn't work on the first roll, then we have to get to work. Okay, let's see what happens. Here we go. We're going to come out. We got a point of 8. And here it is, 1 roll for all the glory, right? We got a 7 out. Great, this is good. This is good. We're going to lose 1. All right, we're down a bullet. Now we're going to see the strategy play. Okay, it's our first time we've lost one. We're gonna have to come back out now and do the same thing, but we're down a whole bullet. We gotta earn a bullet back plus our unit in profit. Now we're gonna see if the strategy can work, right? The other ones were all nice and easy so far. There's a 6 for the point. Let's come on back out again with 110. There's 110. And if you look at where we are in our rack, I've got 1, 2, 3 bullets plus 1 unit, right? I've got to earn back 5 bullets here, right? I got to earn back a bullet and a half to get this thing rolling. Let's see if we can't get out of this thing. Can this strategy recover itself? We don't know. Oh, look at that. A second consecutive PSO. It's going to be ugly. You're playing full right side. There's the possibility. We may just go down in flames here. Let's try it again. Right, let's go. We're going to get to work a little bit, right? There's a quarter. There's 5 reds. And here we go. Here we go. Can we get another? Can we get out of here without another PSL? 2 easy wins. One of them has to work. There's a 5. Let's go. We have half the numbers covered. There's a 5. That wins 35 bucks. Okay, now, duck and cover plays this way. That's the point coming off, right? We take one of the numbers down. I'll take the sister down and make it look like $10. What you need, by the way, is 2 green hits. 2 green hits gets your bullet back. We're down 2 bullets. We need to get a lot of green hits. We're going to have to work hard here to make it work. I'm just going to keep throwing green chips in the back of the rack until these bullets are recovered. Come out 3, come out 7, come out 4. Perfect. Here we go. Let's work the inside. There's a 10, which we're not playing. There's a midnight. Another 10. Come on. Give me something inside here. There's another 7. Oh, my God. Look at this. We're getting destroyed here. We're getting absolutely destroyed. Okay. This may be the one that goes upside down, right? Let's catch a new point. 7 out. 5. Okay, here we go. Here we go. $110. My God. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. We need green hits. We need a bunch of green hits to get it done. An 8. All right, 35 bucks on the 8. Again, I'm going to work the 9 and the 5 first. So we're going to take the 9 down. Looks like $10. And we have 2 bullets. Oh my gosh, we have so much work to do here. There's a yo. There's a 4. Come on, Johnny. A 10. Can I get something on the inside? Another 7. Holy hell. Going down, this one's going to lose the whole thing, which is not fine, but it's going to, if it happens, it happens, right? 6. Again, these strategies become about can they recover more so than can they drive wins. Let's see. Can we earn our bullets back? It's going to take a great run to do it. There's a 4. There, God, I can't get an inside number to save my life. There's an 8. 35 bucks. Sweet. 35. We'll take down the 9. Looks like 10. We have to earn back all 3 bullets. There's a 5. That's great. Finally, 2 hits, right? 35 bucks. Now, this shooter is essentially recovered, right? But you need another couple of green hits. Now, watch how we're going to get the green hits. Here we go. There's a 6. That's the point. That pays $35. Oh, wrong way. 35 bucks. We're going to take that down, make it look like 12. I'm going to take this as whites. Looks like 12. There's 50. There's a couple of whites to fight with. Okay, the puck is off. We're coming back out. There's a 4. Now, the nice thing is, no matter what happens here, on this particular shooter, I earned back my bullet. So I have another chance to fight. 7 on the come out. 7 on the come out. Good, let's burn them now. 6 again. Here we go. I'd love to get another green hit. And how we're going to get a green hit, by the way, is this. The 5 pays 14. We're going to go 15 for 1 out of our rack. We're going to make it a quarter. So now the 5 becomes another green target for us. Now we have 2 green hits, 2 green targets out there. Every green hit brings back, right, nice chunk of change. We're going to keep on doing that same bounce back. There's a 5, right? 35 bucks, right? Take it down to 10. Bring back another couple of greens. Now I've got 3 bullets back in the rack, right? Almost a 4th bullet out here. We're going to keep on going up and down, up and down, up and down until we get even, and then we're going to go for the throat. Okay, there's a 6. It pays 14 bucks. 10. There's a 14. Okay. We can just take it right to 24. Again, that'll pay $28, which is a green chip when it comes down. 8, fantastic, $35. We're going to take it down. It looks like 12. 2 more green chips in the rack. Oops. And a red up front for good measure. We're not quite home yet. Now we got to press them back up. We got a lot of money back in there though, right? So we're working hard. There's an 8. It pays 14. We'll take the cap. Looks like 24. There's a yo. There's a 6. That pays $28. Ah. Okay. And again, I can make it come down to 12. Make this look like a red chip. And bring it back. Another green. Another couple of reds. And I'm working my way through. Can this strategy recover itself back to where it can play, right? 6, 24. I'm playing this very, very, very conservatively. I'm not pressing into the ceiling, right? I'm working my rack to get myself set back up, right? Here we go. There's 14. A couple of whites. Now look at what's happening in the front of the rack here, by the way. This right here, another quarter. There's 4 reds and 5 whites. That's a quarter. Again, we're trying to get our rack right. There's the quarter. There we go. An 8. That's great. Pays $28. I'll do the same thing. I'm going to bring this back down to 12. We're going to go up and down. That's the pattern here. Another quarter. That's 4 bullets back. Now, we can count what's out there, right? I got 44 inside plus 12. That's 44 plus 12 is $56 out there. Okay. Our rack has 4 full bullets. We're not quite out of the woods yet, but we're going to recover. Okay. We're working to recover and win a unit. Not going insane. There's another 10. There's a 7. Okay. So that ends that run. Ends the run. It did a good job of getting itself back in business. I'm going to set back up. $110. And where are we? 3 bullets in a little bit. Let's get a couple of green hits and we'll be fine. Okay, there's an 8 hard. A couple of green hits, please. There's a 5. That's one of them. That pays 35. We'll take the 9 down. Make it look like 10 and put $50 back into the rack. Here we go. 7. That's a bummer. We didn't get enough out of that one. Too short. Little one-hit wonder right there. Let's do it again. We're gonna make it work, right? If they're gonna make it work, we're gonna plow through the whole freaking thing. So here we go. 110 inside. I need to get change for that quarter. There's your 3. And let's rock it out. Come on. Let's get a 6. Well, that's good, I guess, but it's kind of boring. We'll take the 9 down, make it look like 10. We have 3 full bullets in the rack. Puck is off. We're coming out. I'll look at the comments when I finish the roll. All right, there's the 8. Come on now. 6. $35. That's awesome. $35. We'll take the 5 down this time. Now again, on this shooter, we have our bullet earned back. Now we just got to play through. Let's have a good run like before, right? There's going to be, I hit the chip and it turned into a frigging 7. Oh, you bummer. What a bummer, dude. All right. Keep on going. 10. This is like how it goes sometimes, right? There's a 6 hard. Again, we'll go 110. Can the Yahtzee dice save our bacon? Can the Yahtzee dice save our bacon? Again, we're just going to do it. That was a 8, by the way. Yeah, 6, 2, 8, 35. We're just going to play it solid until we can get through it. There is our 3 bullets. Come on, Johnny. 9. All right, that pays 15 for 1. 15 for 1, and we will press that 9 to $25. We need 2 green hits per shooter. 2 green hits gets all your money back on the shooter. There's the 8. That's our second green hit. So this bullet is paid for. We'll take the 5 down this time. Doesn't matter. $50 back into the rack. Let's get some more green hits. There's a 5. Again, we'll do 15 for 1 out of our rack. Looks like a quarter now. They're all back to green. We've got our 2 green hits, so we're already in profit on this round, right? If I take 1, 2, 3, 4 greens back, I'd have almost my full rack back. Almost. There's a 9. $35 on the 9. Let's take it back. Looks like 10. We're getting there. We are getting there. Another 9. 15 for 1. We'll make it a quarter. And we are damn close to it. We're damn close to it. There's a 6. We're going to evaluate the rack now. There's $35. I'm going to make the 6 itself look like 12. I'm going to bring $50 to the rack. We'll make the 6 look like 12. I'm going to drop 2 out of my rack, actually. And we'll do that. All right. Now, where are we? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets plus 1 unit. We need, again, 5 units for the next bullet. We have 1, 2, 3 out here. So we're not quite home yet. But here we go. There's a 4. New point's 4. There's the midnight. There's another midnight. There's the 7. Okay, so we didn't quite get all the way through it. We're almost home though, right? We have worked our asses off and we're almost recovered, man. Almost. 110 inside. Puck is off. Let's follow. Let's keep following the pattern. Just a pattern system, right? Come out 7. Come out 3. Come out deuces. Come out 6. All right, let's go. 8. 35. Awesome. We'll make the 9 look like 10. I'll bring that back. There's a 9, of course, right? So that'll pay $14. You know what we have to do here is I don't have the nickels to do it. So we're going to have to make it just look like 20 instead of going to full 25. I wish I could do, well, I'm going to borrow $1 from excess just to make that an even bet. I don't want to break a quarter for it, but I will do that. All right, here we go. 8. 35. Now, I think we're getting to where we're pretty close. Let's keep that at 30. I'm going to bring this in. Now, we're within a couple of hits. We're within about 2 hits. Maybe 1 hit away from being here, right? There's the 6. That's perfect. 35. This is full grind mode, right? $35 on the 6. We're bringing the 5 down, make it look like 10. And we are there, right? Watch this. Puck is off. If I pull this all down, those 2 greens, there's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullets. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 25, $30 in profit. So we brought it back. $30 in profit on shooter 3 with the duck and cover. Now, that one shooter where we went up and down a bunch of times, right? We could have kept pressing and gotten out of there quicker. I chose to play it up and down, up and down, up and down. You could have leaned into that roll, right? And again, I say this a lot. Your bankroll dictates what you're going to do. We were all the way down to here on our bankroll. We're down to our last couple of bullets. That's not the time to be super aggressive. That's the time to be, how can I get my rack right? I will miss out on rolls getting my rack right. In the end of it, we ground it out and we got it done, right? If you were here on your first bullet and you caught that roll where it was 9 goes from, 25 to 10 back to 25, guess what? That next hit is a press. It's not a collect and go down again, but we're trying to rebuild the rack. All right, that was 3 for 3. Now we're going to go to the pass line parlay. This one's a little bit easier. I'm going to move these out of the way. And we're going to do this. We're going to take just 10 cracks at it. Okay, 10 cracks at this thing. There's our 2 bullets, right? Our 2 sets of 10. Now, this one is easy, right? We're going to try a 3-leg parlay on the pass line. So we win 1, we stack it. We win 2, we stack it. We win the 3rd one in a row, and we're here. The net win there is 7, right? So if it takes us down to the end of this thing, right, and we win the 3-leg parlay, we're not going to be done. Hopefully we can get a couple of parlayed wins before we get to the end of our rack to be good. Now we have 9 units in the rack. Let's just go. Here we go. Pass line parlay this time. Point's going to be 8. We just got to get a single win, right? There's a 5. There's an 11. There's the 7. So we lose the first one. Back out we go. 3, lose the second one. Back out we go. Can this thing grind itself out? 7, okay, that pays, and it stacks. 9. Give a brother a 9 here. Give a brother a 9. There's an 8. How about a 6-3? How about a 6-3-9? Bam. That's our second win. Now, we got to check our rack, make sure where we are, right? 1, 2. There's the 3 units. That puts us back at 10. We're out. We don't need to go for the third one. We won our unit and we're done. Pass line parlay does it with a double parlay. Didn't need the third hit to get out of there. Okay, fourth and final strategy is the Dallas drawdown. Now, here we go. We're going to go 160 across. Actually, let's do this. Let's get our rack set up at 150. And we'll do 3 cracks at it. We're going to take 3 bullets at 150 apiece. Actually, I should do 175. 175 a piece because we need the extra jiggle. 175. Okay, so 175, 175, 175. That's 300. 450 plus 75, 5 1/4 is what's here in the rack. All right. Let's try and win $25. All we're gonna do is 160 across for 1 hit. Okay, if it works, we're done. If it doesn't work, we're not done. If it doesn't work, we got to go back out and do it again and play it longer. If we get out of the gate, the across bet, if we can just beat the 7 for 1 roll, then we're going to be in great shape. Here we go. Can we beat the 7? We got an 8 and we're done. $35. Now I'll show you what would happen. Okay, we got the $35. We're done. But what you would normally do is take half of your bets down, right? And come out here and go either 64 across or 84 across, whatever, right? We might go 50, 64 across and bring back 130 to the rack, right? And be basically out of there for more than half our money. But as it stands, there's 100, there's the $75, right? We actually won. Did I do this right? Yeah. There's 175. The bullet is back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our quarter. We got lucky, and there it is. There's our 5 wins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. There's 125. So we've won 250 in the sessions. We have a little bit more excess. We have another $25 above the $25 per person goal, right? So now our excess is $40. So if I ever want to go out there and say, hey, I've got some extra money here, we can play $40. I can go 40 outside and see what happens. I can go whatever, right? Maybe in a day or two, we'll have more money to do this, and we might have a whole extra bullet out here to do something fun with, right? So here we are, 250, we won $25 per shooter. We got some excess in that envelope. Our bankroll is intact. We haven't lost anything. We had one session where we sweated a little bit, right? It took us a minute to get that thing to work, but sometimes playing the thing out, like grinding it through, and like, I'm not going to go and chase shit around. I'm not going to go and hyper press. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm going to play the system as simply as I can and be done with it. Okay. I'll give you another example. The Skill 66, and this is my cruise ship savior was this. I was down to about $300, right? And I went into this mode. Watch this. I just did this for about 9 shooters. Okay. The Skill 66, right? I hit a number. It wins $21. I drop $1, right? And I press the insides all 1 unit, just like this, right? So now we're here, right? We're at 88 inside. The next hit is $28. And I said, take me down. Go to 66 inside, right? Back to 66 and turn me off, just like this. When I brought back to my rack, every single time was $50 in profit, right? So 66 to 88, back to 66, and I pocketed $50. Okay, I got back half a bullet came back, over and over and over and over again. I did this like out of 10 shooters, I did that exact move probably 8 times. Twice I lost to 66, right? Whatever. right? I earned back all what I lost plus some. And yeah, I missed out on a couple of rolls, but I focused on rebuilding my rack. I didn't focus on trying to hit a freaking home run. I focused on my rack, right? That's the difference between me and most people. I'm okay with missing a big roll if I'm in rack rebuild mode, right? When I'm close to it, like I was at the earlier stage there, when I was within one shooter of being back to the rack, that would have been a good time for me to say, yeah, I give myself permission to run, right? But here we are. So anyway, that was today's. Had to work a little bit today. Maybe tomorrow, the skill 66 is the one that has the problem, and I have to fight through that one to make it work. But let's go ahead and get the puck back where it belongs. I'll get my mouse going here, and let's get back over to here and talk through it some more. What happened to my thing? Hello. There we go. All right. Let's why am I doing? What is it doing there? Keynote view. But it's not showing. Why is it not showing? I feel like something's wrong here. Hold on a second. Me full screen. Keynote. Oh, I know why. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. It's got to be there. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Let me look at some of the chats here and let's see what we say in chat. I know I'm going there. I'm going a million miles an hour, right? Because I'm trying to get out of here in a half an hour. It was interesting. So I can do a redo tomorrow. What happened? Did I get something wrong? Did I mess up? I 7 out without when did I 7 out without realizing it? Made a point of 6, took it down to 12. I rolled a 3-1-4, forgot it was the point, and then rolled a 7. Oh, I see. So I missed one. I missed one. Oh, whatever. Point was 4, then a 7 out. I thought I had hit the point, and it doesn't matter. All right, so there it is. I'm glad you think this. It was good. I'm going too fast, right? But you get the idea, right? I'm not trying to like solve world peace here, right? You get the idea. The strategy themselves, right? The duck and cover is set up. Let me go back again because it's good to talk through it, right? It's set up to have you be ready to win, right? If you get to here, right? If you duck and cover, and if you're playing it from a position of strength, right, where you're already up, right, where you're even in your rack, and you win that 35, and the 9 goes to here. And you bring back your 50, and let's say the 6 rolls, right, and you get back to here with your $35. You bring the 5 down, and you've got $100 back in your rack, right? That's how I rebuilt my rack, $100 at a time. 2 green hits is $100. I built the rack back that way. That's how that session went. But if you're playing and you're already ahead, or you're first shooter of the day, and you've got your money back, you're set up now to play. Right now, you're set up to play. You can press the 9 and 5. You can same bet the 6 and 8. You can move from here forward if you want to, or you can take one more green level hit, right? Like the 8, make it look like, we'll eventually make it look like $12, but take $50 in profit to your rack. And now you've got your money back plus a couple of greens in profit, and you're ready to rock and roll. It takes 3 hits of green size to be in profit at a reasonable level, and you can play. I chose today not to do that. I chose to focus on the rebuild, not on the go forward. So that one roll that we had that was good, I didn't play it out. Apparently I mispaid myself, which is fine. But that sort of thing is what these strategies are made for, right? They're made to either recover or to go forward. Today we had to recover because we lost one. So we played it hard and try to recover it. So, all right. Let's see. I think we were close to the $30 in profit there. Let's see. Georgia Girl says, I've learned to step up to the table, watch, wait, figure out what's going to work, and if not, step away. So, you know me, right? I don't necessarily subscribe to the wait for the table to be hot or cold, right? It's the dice are going to do what the dice are going to do. And even though we got whacked on 3 consecutive, basically PSOs, we still fought back because the strategy itself is a grinder. If you play it the grindy way that I just showed you, 2 green hits, $100, I got my bullet back. Play it through. Every 2 green hits is $100 because you're always bringing back 2 green hits plus what's out there, right? It's always a $100 win, right? That's what happens. You can rebuild your rack if you're careful about it. You got to be disciplined. You got to be locked in. You got to know how your strategy works. You got to know where you are in the bank, right? That's an important piece of it. Again, the misdeal aside, that's an important piece of it, right? Yeah, another 125 session. It's fine. Again, 4 out of the 5 strategies, 1 hit and out. I think the pass line parlay needed a little bit of help, right? Whatever. All right. I think we're good, right? Let's see. I think we're good. Let's see. Call me Shohei because I want the home runs. I hear you. I want the home runs too, but I want the home runs to come. I don't want to have to fight back with home runs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to have to be down, down, down and have to crank my way out of there. You know, when I coached baseball, we didn't have a big team, right? We were always, you know, kind of a low budget team when we first got started. We didn't get the primary. We didn't get the Shoheis in our team when my son was playing, right? We had a lot. My son was the biggest, probably one of the best players we had. We were not that kind of team. We were get him on, get him over, get him in. We were take a walk, wear a pitch, bunt a guy over. Like, we were definitely a 1 run per inning kind of a team, and we had great pitching. We had a great pitching coach, right? So we won so many games 7-5 or 6-4 because we got 1 run a game, 1 run an inning. And we're like, we're never going to give up more than 1 run an inning. So we're going to win our game. And we won so many games that way. We learned to play small ball. Interestingly enough, I play craps the same way. It's just me, right? So it's what you like. And we do get the chance for the home run there. So, all right, guys. Yeah, the proper bankroll is important. Again, I set myself up here with 5 bullets. I'm not a big 10 bullet person, but especially for this show here, 5 bullets I think was enough for that. So. Counter zero question. Something that happens to me a lot is I'm playing a system that's supposed to get out of the hand 2 or 3 shooters in a row, and you don't get out. That's the rebuild. That's the rebuild. So look, I'll do it again. This is such an important point to make. I can't make it enough, right? Here we go. Let's go out there 110 again, right? We're out for 110, right? And we PSO, right? The puck goes on, they 7 out, and you're off, and you're down $110, right? And again, the strategies, a lot of them are made to get out of the hand and go for the home run. Let's pretend that we get our 2 hits that we need. Let's pretend that this works, right? We get our $35, right? And we take the 9 down to 10. There's 50. We get $35 and we take the 5 down to 10. You've got $100 back in your rack. Now you lost 110 earlier, right? Minus that 10, you're out. You got your first bullet back. I'm not there yet, right? I had lost 110. I'm out for 110. That's 220, right? What am I still out for? 60, 70, $80 is still out here, right? I'm still down. I'm still chasing $30 just to get even. Just to get even. I need 1 more. Now you could take this and say, oh, good. We got an 8. Fantastic, right? I'm going to go ahead and do what most people do. Press the 8 to $60. Let's go to 60 and now I'm here, right? I'm still chasing, right? I'm still chasing what I'm down, right? Actually, I take a nickel away. I'm still down $5 for the whole session, plus what I'm playing with, right? Okay, the 6 rolls, great, $35. Awesome, right? Looks like 60. This $5 gets me even. That recovered my first shooter. And now I'm out here with these 2 awesome bets, 2 shitty bets, and then we catch the 7, and it all goes away, and I'm exactly where I was before. I'm still down $110, right? I did all the work, but I'm out 110 still. Instead of pressing the 6 and 8, had I taken them both down to $12, I'd had that 110. Now watch, I wouldn't do it again, right? Let's look at here again. There's 110 in loss, 110 out here. This is especially for you, counter zero, right? Here we go, right? We're down 110. We catch something. We take our 9 down. There's 100. We catch something else. We take our 5 down. That's $100. That takes care of part of our loss. We're only down $10 at this point. Let's say we happen to catch the 6, right? We'll bring the 6 down. There's 50 and some change. Let's catch the 8. The 8 comes $35. It comes down to 12. There's $100. 105 to be exact, right? If I take this 105, right? Actually, it's 106. Remember, we're down that $10 still from before. I have to cash in one of these greens to make it right. Now, I've got my full first bullet back. Of the second 110, I've got 95 of it back. I'm still down $15. Even that, right? So at this point, if I take $15 off the table, I'm back. There's my 110, right? There's the other 110, and I'm covered. Now you have permission, I would say, to put 10 bucks back out here and play it. Right now you can go and play hard. Until then, I think recover, right? I'm a recover before I home run type of dude. I just am. I don't have it in me to just swing for the fences when I'm down. I have to get myself mentally okay with being even to do it. That strategy is a recovery strategy. Then it's a play strategy. If that perfect sequence of 4 green hits happened on the first shooter, you're going to be up $100 with 64 across, and then you can hit the home run. But if you're down 1, 2, 3 bullets, I don't want to use the home run to recover. I'll take the single, I'll take the single, I'll take the single, and then I'll go. Right? You can play the long game in that respect. So that's just, again, just how I look at it. I'm on the wrong screen again. There we go. All right. Home runs are more fun, but singles and doubles win the game. And as a singles and doubles hitter, you saw what happened today, right? Hitting singles and doubles, we won, right? Granted, that second shooter would have gotten us a lot more excess profit today. Today would have been a day where it would have worked. If that shooter was only 4 or 5 rolls instead of 11 or 12 rolls, right? The singles would have been the way to get out of there. The singles are more of a reliable way to climb through it. You don't need the home run to get it done. If the home run happens, it's great, man. It's great when it happens, but I just wait until I'm in a position to take the big swings. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't take a home run swing when the count's 3-2. You just don't, right? Batters, good hitters know that. And it's like when the time is right? You go for the long fly ball or the bunt with a guy at third and less than 2 outs. You don't have to hit a home run with a guy at third and 1 out. You just don't. You play smart. You play a smart game, and that's how you win over time. I'll take those 1-run wins over the course of the year versus blowing a couple of teams out, which happens, right? In baseball, 162 games, I'll take 5 wins of 1 run versus 2 wins where I blew somebody's doors off. In the end, those 3 wins might keep me out of the playoffs. That's my coaching speech. All right, guys, let's get out of here. I think we got all the questions answered. I think. Let me just check one more time for any more questions that are lingering out there. I think we got it all. So, you know what's going to happen next, right? We're going to talk about tomorrow and what's coming up on the shows here. So tomorrow, again, more money management. We'll do this again tomorrow with these same 5 strategies. I'll do it again next week with 5 different strategies and see if we can't pull it off again, right? 10 days in a row. Can I get 10 days in a row? Can I be as good as Ken? I don't know. And we'll talk more about some interview lineups that I've got working for Craps for the Cure. And of course, I'll leave you with your quote of the week. And I can almost do the quote of the day. It's like there's so many funny things that I find. There's so many great inspirational quotes that I find on Facebook that are really good one-liners, but there's also some that are very funny. This one here actually is very funny, but it's true, right? And I'll leave you with this. Do crackheads say, I can't get a high today because I'm broke? Nope. They make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you today. And there's your inspiration. Words of wisdom. Go out there, put the work in. Put the work in, everybody, on all the things. And don't get beat up by a crackhead. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.